very much. I hope everything is going well and the stream is actually, like, operating. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we are good to go, I think. I will find out soon because the stream doesn't start till, like, after I join in, but it may take a refresh. I'm not sure. I don't know how any of this works. Let me try it out. Hang on. Alright, well that seems to be working. Anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. If you are in the chat, do be sure to say hello. I see we have Naxian first. Yes, he is a child. Welcome to the chat, good old Nazion. And without further ado, let's jump right into this. So, today, we are going to be looking at all of this fancy new Yubel support. I am very excited. Who else is, like, super excited to have the Yubel support coming? I know I am, like, absolutely hyped for all of this to finally come out. So, if you don't know already, like, Yubel Support's coming out in a new Phantom Nightmare pack. That'll be coming to my country in September or something, I think, which is very exciting. So we've got the new Geist Grinder Golem. We have Samsara Regenerating Lotus, a Spirit of Yubel, Mature Chronicle, Nightmare Pain, which is what I am most excited about, Eternal Favorite, which is, just fantastic, and, of course, Yubel the Eternal Watcher. Now, before we get into this, I'm just going to check that the sound quality is actually all good. Yeah, that's sounding good. Alright, but there is one problem, is I actually do have music playing, but it's not picking up on the stream, which is kind of awkward. Why is that? I don't know. Probably because I don't have it set up with something, maybe? Window capture? It should be. It should be capturing the sound. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I'm very bad at streaming. I don't know if you know. I'm not good at this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do any of this sort of thing. Capture method, no. No. Yeah, I have no idea how to get the sound working. I am so sorry. That's okay. As long as you can hear me, I guess that's fine. It doesn't really matter. I hope it's alright. Anyway, Nazion, me, feels like a dream. Absolute legend. The new fusion is the best super poly target in the game. That is actually true. So that is one of the best things about this new Yubel support, is Yubel the Eternal Watcher is the best super poly target in the game, with the only downside being that you, of course, need a Yubel monster, but that's no problem for us, because we love Yubel. Yubel is my darling, my best girl, my absolute favorite. I love her so much. Obviously, this deck is going to run 3 Yubels, probably 2 Terra Incarnates and 1 Ultimate Knight. No, because this deck could very easily get out 3 of them, so I feel like running 3 copies of each is actually not a bad idea. Especially if we're just running pure Yubel, which is what I'm going to do today. I am, of course, going to try out different types of Yubel decks. I'm thinking of combining it with, like, Macrocosmos, the Banished deck, which is my, that's, like, my thing. So, I'm definitely going to do that. But today we're just going to focus on pure Yubel and see what we can actually pull off with these new cards. So, what's the main strategy here? The strategy would be to keep Yubel on the field as long as possible, I think, because that's how Yubel really should be played. And running Nightmare Pain to really dish out the pain, I guess you could say. It could be beneficial to actually run the original Spell Chronicle. Magic Chronicle, where is that? Magic Chronicle, there we go, Spell Chronicle. Because the reason is, this card uses... What does it use? It uses Chronicle counters and says you can remove 5 Chronicle counters from your field, meaning any card on the field, not just from this card. And Spell Chronicle, I believe, also runs Chronicle counters. Yes, you can remove 2 Chronicle counters from this card. Unfortunately, that doesn't work, but that's okay. This card does place Chronicle counters whenever the opponent activates a spell, so that could potentially be beneficial, but also it banishes 5 spell traps from our deck, which we can then use Mature Chronicle to add back. Essentially meaning we get twice the amount of cards out of these Chronicle spells, which could be really good. Because that add 1 banished card to your hand with Mature Chronicle is only really useful if you also use the banish 1 card from your deck, which in total is 5 Chronicles counters and 2 turns, I think. Is it a once per turn effect? You can only use this effect of Mature Chronicle once per turn. Yeah, and that's the whole effect, so that's any of them, which is unfortunate. So you can only use one of these effects per turn. And then, that means it takes 2 turns to add a card from your deck to your hand, which is not ideal. But if we use Spell Chronicle, That at least gets us access to pretty much any of our spell and trap cards, at least any of the good ones. And obviously, we need Super Fusion in this deck. Like, that's a given. Triple Super Poly. That should be good to go, I reckon. You guys reckon that's 10 out of 10? I think that's 10 out of 10. Alright, what else we got? So this is just... Yeah, this is all the basic Yubel cards. And of course we're going to need some extra stuff to go with it. I'm thinking... Well, I'm thinking of extra deck. I saw Super Fusion and was like, what are the Super Poly targets? I need them all! Obviously we want, like, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon or something like that, you know. That's just a given, because it works. 2 Dark Monsters on the field, Super Poly target, easy. I think that's probably a good card. What is Nazion saying? I'd try Sacred Beast card support. Oh, yes, obviously, right. Searching, and they actually work really well with the 0/0. Also, Fusion Deployment to get Yubel quicker if you plan to go Link Heavy. I could go Link Heavy, that could be alright. Fusion Deployment, you reckon? Yeah, true. Fusion Deployment. If we're running Fusion Deployment... where is it? There it is. If we are running Fusion Deployment, which we probably will, maybe, we'll test it out at least, but Fusion Deployment won't actually work with the Eternal Watcher, which means, of course, we're going to need Neos Kaluga. What is it? Neos Kaluga. There we go. Neos Kaluga, because this actually mentions Yubel. I'll only run 1 copy of it, I think. A lot of people are running this card, I've seen, like, people testing out the support are definitely using Neos Kaluga. But I don't even know if it's worth summoning, you know? Like, you can use Neos Fusion to get it out, and it's not a bad card, but for the strategy, especially now that we have Nightmare Pain, is it really worth running? What does this card do again? Must be Fusion summoned. If this card battles an opponent's monster, you inflict damage equal to the attack of the opponent's monster. If this face-up card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field, kills an opponent's card effect while its owner controls it, you can special summon 1 Neos Wiseman from your hand or deck, which is great, I guess, ignoring the summoning conditions. Okay, that is all that does. So what does Neos Wiseman do again? I think he just deals damage and gives us life points back. Special summon by sending the... Yep. Cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects, which is great. At this end of the damage step, if this card battled an opponent's monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster it battled. You gain life points equal to that monster's defense. Yeah, that's kind of meh. Honestly, it's not awful. Okay, it's good for old school Yubel, before we had all the new support. But now that we have Nightmare Pain, is Neos Wiseman even that necessary? Like, we gain life points, sure, that's great and all, but, you know. So is it worth going into Kluger? I mean, it could just be good to Neos Fusion into it, but that takes up... Wiseman is a tad dated, but should have... I can't read that because the heart thing is in the way, hang on. Should have been a fusion? Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Neos Wiseman should have been a fusion. That's what it was in the anime. It also, the other thing is that in the anime, it had a good effect that when it left the field, you could, like, banish Yubel to special summon Neos. And possibly the other way around as well. In that case, Neos Wiseman would actually not be a bad idea. If you could banish Neos from your graveyard to special summon Yubel after it dies, that would be alright. But I'm gonna chuck it on the side deck for now. We'll see. Maybe we'll add it later. I don't think so, and that, of course, would go with Neos Fusion too. One of them. In an old-school Yubel deck, I would definitely run this, like, just to get out Kluger, but I don't think it's really worth it now, because, well, what's Kluger even do, you know? He doesn't do anything for us. Neither does Wiseman. He just gives us a big 3,000 point monster with extra damage, which, then again, could be a fairly decent OTK, depending on the deck. I'm not sure. We'll look into it. I'm just gonna real quick look into, because I'm feeling like we need some music up in here, and for some reason, the music is not playing. It's not coming up on the stream. I'm so sorry for that. Capture method, automatic, no. No. Cancel. Hang on. Technical difficulties. Wait for it. Desktop audio. Surely this does something. You would think. Apparently not. I don't know why. I'm not sure how to get audio playing on the stream. Music at the start was there, but just really quiet. Oh, you could hear it? I didn't think it was playing. I couldn't hear it on my end. Let's try it again. I do have it quiet so that you can hear the voice. Maybe I just didn't hear it. And what if I... Oh, there we go. There. Alright, how is that? Let me know if that music is all good to go. And if that is alright with you, lads. That's Yubel's theme, of course. Oh, yeah, the music is going. There we go. Alright, cool. Better. Awesome. Excellent. Let me know if you want that louder or anything. I don't want it to be too overbearing, because that's not what's important about the video, obviously. But, you know, let me know if you want that any louder or anything. Let's get right back to it. So, what other... There's nothing... Yeah, there's nothing else. There's no more Yubel support. So that doesn't really work. So we're gonna need something else. I'm just trying to work out, like, what is the actual strategy. 1 for 1, obviously. We're gonna need 1 for 1. That'll cheat out our Samsara regenerating Demon Lotus revival thingy-majingy. Sacrifice Demon Lotus, I think is the Japanese name, which is much better than Samsara regenerating. You can tribute this card, special summon 1 Yubel monster from your deck. During your opponent's turn, when a monster effect is activated while you control a Yubel monster quick effect, you can tribute this card. That effect becomes destroy 1 Yubel monster on the field. That effect is honestly insane. Like, this is one of the best cards with the new Yubel support. Easily one of the best, along with, you know, the Eternal Watcher for the Super Poly target. That is ridiculous. What else does this do? Destroy 1 Yubel. During your end phase, if you control Yubel and this card is in your graveyard, you can either add it to your hand or special summon it. You can only use this effect once per turn. So this is obviously the best way to get out Yubel. Tribute it, special summon 1 Yubel monster from your deck, which includes Spirit of Yubel, which is what we're going to first. We go through the full evolution of this. Would it be worth it to include a Grinder Golem, actually? That could be interesting. That could be worth doing something. Like the original Grinder Golem, to get the 3,000. Some Kaijus could also be worth it, especially now that we have Nightmare Pain. We could spring out some Kaijus on this. We do have room for some monsters, not really. I mean, this deck is currently brick galore. Like, this is not looking too hot, I gotta say. You can only use this effect once per turn. You can reveal a Yubel monster in your hand, special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field, and if you do, you can special summon the revealed monster to your field. Once per turn, if this card battles a Yubel monster, you gain 3,000 life points. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that basically does what Neos Wiseman does, but better. So that's, you know, more reason to not run Wiseman. Is Grinder Golem even legal? No, that's still banned. What am I talking about? Grinder Golem can't be used. That is very, very sad. I wish we could Grinder Golem. That would be great. OG Grinder Golem is banned. Yeah, whoops, my bad. That's unfortunate. I understand why. Otherwise, I definitely would have, because it was banned for a reason, let's be real. that would have been a good idea, but oh well. Probably don't need as many Spell Chronicles. What does Eternal Favorite do? You can activate one of these effects. You can only use each effect once per turn. Special summon 1 Yubel monster that is banished or in your graveyard. Neither player can activate, blah, blah, blah. If you control Yubel, discard 1 card, Super Fusion. I don't think we need that as much. Does it fuse from either side of the field? Fusion summon 1 from either field, so that's good. Probably 2 is enough for that. Same with Mature Chronicle. I don't think we need as many of that. Oh, right, like you said before, the Sacred Beast support. That is a good guess. That is a good idea. Amon in the grave convinced Konami to ban Grinder Golem. That's about right, yeah. What am I looking for? Sacred Beast. What's one of them? Uria. There we go. Uria! Oh, that brings up Naturia's. That's not what I want. Harmon. There we go. That gives us our Sacred Beast support. Alright. We definitely want opening of the Spirit Gates. I don't know if you guys have seen my video on my Master Duel Yubel deck. It was like Yubel Sacred Beast Exodia. It was ridiculous. It's absolute, like, it's so much fun. But this card is really good because it allows us to special summon Yubel from our graveyard. Before all of the new support, this was probably the best way to summon Yubel, ever since it came out anyway. Because Yubel has always been really difficult to summon, but opening the Spirit Gates makes it really, really easy. You can just discard Yubel and then special summon her. Obviously, you need to have a target in the graveyard first to use it, but that is fine. So, I reckon we run a triple Dark Beckoning Beast along with opening of the spirit gates. And that's 40 cards. So that's kind of all good. Alright, let's take this into solo mode. Let's take this into solo mode real quick and just test it out. We'll see. This obviously isn't a complete deck. There's still a lot more that we need to go with this. But I like to, you know, set up a basic deck and then test it out in solo mode and see. It just gives us a better feel of how the deck actually functions, you know, like how it runs. And I need a pineapple lump, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Delicious. Definitely not a product placement. Anyway, what can we do here? Delicious. Anyway, okay. Only thing we can really do is fusion deployment, which will special summon our Yubel. Boom. Easy. But that's it. We set Eternal Favorite, of course, and we could Dark Beckoning Beast, just for shits and giggles. We may as well actually thin out the deck, you know. That will, of course, add our opening of Spirit Gates to the hand, which we can then activate to add another Dark Beckoning Beast, because that's all I've got right now. And there we go. And then, of course, right, we have to tribute to keep Yubel on the field. So that would be a first turn. We could spring Eternal Favorite to either bring back Yubel for some reason, or to discard a card, send this to the graveyard, and just fusion up everything, which we may as well do. We can do that during the opponent's turn, because this is, of course, a trap card. So Eternal Favorite, that's a good point, actually. Eternal Favorite is a trap card, so it can be used during the opponent's turn. So it might be beneficial to include more of that, because honestly, going into this Super Fusion card is probably, like, the best strategy to bring out Eternal Watcher. Boom. Like, because that just eats our opponent's entire field. Like, there's no reason not to do this, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as they fill up their field with effect monsters, they're just gone. Gone, I tell you, gone! And it doesn't matter how many we use. We can just use as many as we want. Inflicts 500 damage to each one, I guess. That's the only benefit of using more. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, Super Poly, no Yubel. Which is kind of surprising considering we run, what, 12 of them? You would think you'd see Yubel in the opening hand, but that's okay. What if we're going second? What have we got? Oh, there she is. And then we can go into Geistgrinder Golem. Is there any card that can actually add Yubel to the hand? No one expects Call of the Haunted and then Eternal Fame. Nobody expects it. What have we got? Like, okay, this is obviously a little bit broken. What do we need? What do we need? We need somewhere to summon Yubel. Oh, we have one. We have one for one. Right, obviously, I could have done that before anyway. You know, discard our Yubel. Special summon all regenerating Sacrifice Demon Lotus. Bring that out. And then her effect, we contribute it to special summon Yubel monster from your deck, which would be Spirit of Yubel, we would go into first. What does Spirit of Yubel do again? Cannot be destroyed by battle, take no damage. If this card is destroyed, you can special summon one of your Yubel that is banished or in your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Spirit of Yubel once per turn. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can take one spell trap card from your deck. If this card is special summoned, you can take one spell or trap from your deck that mentions Yubel, and either add it to your hand or set it to your field. Including if it's special summoned with Demon Lotus. Ah! Okay, also doesn't require a sacrifice, which is fantastic. So that then either gets us Mature Chronicle or Nightmare Pain, which is fantastic. That's really good. And then we can destroy a dark monster for shits and giggles, add a Yubel card or a card that mentions it. So that would get us our Nightmare Pain. We could even go into Opening of the Spirit Gates, discard one card, special summon Yubel, and then Nightmare Pain, destroy either Yubel or Spirit of Yubel, either way, and then add a Yubel card. So we'll destroy this. Add one Yubel card or a card that mentions it. Now we're talking, so that would be Mature Chronicle. Or Eternal Favorite would also be a good idea, but we've got Super Poly, so we don't need Eternal Favorite. And then we activate Mature Chronicle. Of course, this gets special summoned earlier by Yubel's effect. Unfortunately, Mature Chronicle will have no Chronicle counters on it, which is not so good. That's not ideal. But this gives us a better idea of what we actually want this deck to do. And what that is to special summon Spirit of Yubel for that ad. You know, because that gets us our Nightmare Pain, which is going to be a key card for me. I'm really excited for Nightmare Pain. This is my favorite way to play Yubel, is to attack with her, you know, the anime way, the right way she should be played. And then, of course, we set Super Poly, which we can use to fusion everything next turn. End phase, this gets destroyed. We special summon one Yubel. This gets destroyed by Terra Incarnate's effect. Then we special summon Yubel from our deck. And then Sacrifice Demon Lotus can, I believe, special summon itself. Blah, blah, blah. During the end phase, if you control Yubel and this card is in your graveyard, you can add it to your hand or special summon it. So we'd special summon this, and then one tribute for Yubel. We can either tribute this or we can tribute this. It might actually be better to tribute this to keep this on the field for its effect negation. And then, of course, when Terra Incarnate leaves the field, we go into the Ultimate Nightmare. And that's a pretty solid field. I mean, that's, what, 7 cards on the field straight up first turn. We have a card in hand, so we can spring Super Poly anytime. We have one negation, not negation, you know, negation, destroy Yubel card on the field. Unfortunately, that is decided by the opponents, so that would be, they would obviously get rid of the Ultimate Nightmare. But when they do, we could spring Super Poly, discard, fusion everything they control with Ultimate Nightmare, and then go into the Eternal Watcher. Which could be alright at any time we can do that, and then maybe negate later on, have them destroy something. Does this do anything when it's destroyed? No. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. And there you go, that's that taken care of. Alright. Okay. And that, of course, gives us a bunch of counters. What, 1, 2, 3 counters for next turn? And this counts as well, right? Each time you battle monster or monster that mentions it, so that's 4 counters. Which easily, like, next turn we draw, it's a monster, perfect, we can discard it to special summon Spirit of Yubel. Boom, that's our 5th counter. Now we have access to all of this card's effects. So we can special summon Yubel, add one of your banished cards to the hand, banish one card from the deck, destroy one card on the field, or add Super Poly. So we could grab a Super Poly, go into another Eternal Watcher. So that is not too bad. That is actually not bad at all. That's a fairly decent end board. Unfortunately, we do have no cards in the hand. That is a problem. Draw spells, pots, extravagance. Let's go, let's go. Let's add some extravagance. That seems like a good idea. I feel like extravagance in this deck... Ooh, it's a tough choice to go either for, because, you know, you want to go for either Extravagance or the old, what's the other one? Prosperity. I always forget that name. Could even Desires. Wouldn't be a bad choice, actually. Desires could be alright. Also, yeah. Because if I'm not mistaken, Mature Chronicle can actually add face-down cards. Like, face-down banished cards. To the hand. So Desires could be a good call. I gotta check the ruling on that. Let me check that. Look at my beautiful, beautiful Google wallpaper. It's fantastic. I'm thinking of doing, like, drawing a Yubel drawing like that. That would be awesome. Anyway, what are we doing? Banish face down. Ruling. Let's put on some more music. What do we got? Let's go for the Supreme King. Surely. Since it states just banish. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, cards banished face down, not public knowledge. Any of its properties can only be looked at. No banished cards. I think I looked this up before, but... Here we go. Metaphys archetype, C decks running, Eater of Millions. I banished 5 cards face down. I'm wondering what the point of that is. Can you use cards, or are you unable to know what they are? Face down banished cards means they can basically blanked out, much like how cards face down in your deck are not public knowledge. Face down banished cards aren't either. And that means cards require public knowledge to function, like Burial from a Different Dimension. Burial from a Different Dimension? What does that do again? Pot of Acquisitiveness cease to function with them. Though cards that don't care about type like Grandma do still work as intended. In addition, cards that get effects when banished don't activate because they're face down. Okay, so what does Burial do? Okay, that specifies monsters. So yeah, I think we're right about that. Since it's just banish cards, it doesn't specify. It's not like add one banish spell or trap to your hand. Mature Chronicle actually works with face down cards, so Pot of Desires is probably the better choice here. That could actually work really, really well. Of course, we need to take out some stuff because we've got too many cards, and I refuse to have more than 40 cards. Let me bump up the volume a little bit. There we go. Okay. So what do we need less of? Honestly, we don't need too much of these. 2 is good enough, I think. That does give us an extra Yubel summon, which is really good. Costs a discard, though. Pineapple lumps are delicious, honestly. They make it very hard to talk, though. Anyway, it could be ideal to run Extravagance as well. Honestly, do we need 3 copies of Ultimate Nightmare? And Terra Incarnate? Maybe not. Like... Yeah, you're just thinking the same thing. Lesser Form 2 and 3. I was just thinking because of how easy it is to bring out Yubel in this deck. But then again... we don't really need to have Form 3 because we've got Nightmare Pain. And that's going to be my main way of dealing damage with this deck. Rather than the classic way of, like, Nightmare Pain, Ultimate Nightmare attacking. We just use Nightmare Pain. So I think I might include a couple Extravagance as well. Because I don't like ending with no cards in hand, especially in a super poly heavy deck, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't sound ideal to me. Is there any other cards that can add Yubel to the hand, or Spirit of Yubel? What we really need is Regenerating Lotus. So what adds that? Where art thou? That adds it, right? What is this? Oh, that, right. If you control level 1 monster. Okay, that's no good to us. We don't need that, The deck can cycle and renew anyway. Yeah, it does. It's just like if we have 3... we could go into 3, but I suppose it's not really necessary. What we really want is 3 of the OG Yubel, so that of course we can go into Gustav Max. And why would we not go into Gustav Max? Like, that's fantastic, let's do it. 2000 damage right off the bat. What you can do is look up Yubel card tips and give advice on... Oh, true, that's a good idea, let's do that. No, not Yubel Support. Yubel, there we go. Beautiful, absolutely flawless. I love her so much. Ugh, so gorgeous. This is the most beautiful card in the game. It's beautiful. Everything. Perfect. Alright, what have we got? Mannequin Cat. Mannequin Cat? Maybe. Temple of the Gang, Strands modified, downbeat. What's downbeat do? Probably nothing useful. Tribute 1 monster special summon from your deck. 1 monster with the same original type, blah blah blah. But 1 level lower. Yeah, we don't want that. That's no good to us. Mystic Tomato, sure. Sangan, classic. Which, yada. Calcern, Lucian. No, none of these really work. It doesn't even include, like, friggin' whatever. What does Mannequin Cat do again? You can attach 1 material, target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your opponent's field. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field by your control of this monster, you can target 1 visual card your opponent controls. Special summon 1 monster with the same type or attribute from hand or deck or graveyard. But it is a rank 2, so that don't really help us very much. What else we got? Double cost on. Yeah, we don't need that. Salamander Catalyzer. True. That's an idea. I don't think we really need it, though. This card is unreliable to keep on the field by its intended means. Destroy it as soon as possible. Nah, man, nah, that ain't the one. That ain't the one. The easiest on-theme way to do this involves Nightmare Pain, yeah. Note, if Chain Destruction is used to destroy this card in the deck and summon Yubel Terra Incarnate, you would forgo using the Special Summon Yubel's effect because Terra Incarnate will continue activating its effect to destroy all. Yeah. It is not ruled to have maintenance cost. Therefore, Mount the Bound Creator. Oh, right, it doesn't have maintenance cost. So Mount the Bound Creator can actually protect it. That could be an idea. What does Dimension Guardian do? Anything else interesting? No. Oh, this guy. Activate by targeting one attack position monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If the targeted monster leaves the field, destroy this card. Not be destroyed by battle or card effects. Oh, right, yeah, cool, great. That's fun, I guess. That's groovy. Salamander Catalyzer could be an option, but nah, I don't think we really need it. What we really need is Demon Lotus. Oh, actually, we can look that up as well. Wikipedia, where are the card tips for it? Give me the card tips. Card tips. There we go. That's what I want. Alright. Oh boy, that can be searched by a lot. Nightmare Pain, Mystic Potato, Mystic Potato, Peri Raised Map. I've seen some people use this. That could be an idea. Ariane Labyrinth Servant. Labyrinth, huh? That could be an idea too. Resonator, Command, Soul Resonator, blah blah. Resonator. I don't think, like... Hang on, Resonate. Door. I don't think any of the Resonator cards are really what we want. But, you can have a look. Resonator Command. Discard a Resonator monster. Yeah, no, that's not really what we want. That involves Resonators. At the start of your main phase, add one monster with 0 attack from your deck to your hand, but halve your life points after adding it to the hand until the end of the next turn. After this card is activated, you cannot activate the added monster's effects, or effects cards of the same name, until you normal summon that monster. Oh, until you normal summon. Okay. That could be an idea. How many cards have Peri in the name? What the hell? There we go. This could be good. This adds, like, everything that we want. So, Peri Raised Map could be an idea. I don't particularly like the half your life point cost of it, but otherwise, Peri Raised Map, not a bad choice. Let me take out a couple things. Do I really want Opening of the Spirit Gates? I kind of do, to be honest. I kind of do. We probably don't need that many Spell Chronicles, though. And let's take out... Oh, should we take out another Ultimate Nightmare? I kind of don't want to. Because this deck is very fast. This deck can very quickly get it out. So having 2 could be beneficial. Maybe even 1 less Yubel. We got Spirit of Yubel. Oh, that hurts though. I don't want to take her out. Nah, she's too pretty. She's too pretty to not have 3 of. Like, you can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it to her. Alright, let's take out 1 Peri Raise. Alright, let's try that. Let's give that another go. Let's give it a go. See what we can do with this one. Boom. Jump on in. What have we got? What have you got for me? Pot of Desires. Banish. Absolute mad lad. Banish 10. Draw 2. Watch me banish all copies of Yubel. That would be fantastic. That would not be fantastic. That would be the opposite of fantastic. There we go. Nightmare Pain. That's what I'm talking about. Shit! No! We lost all of our ultimate nightmares. This is what happens when you only run 2 of them. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? It's fine. That's fine. We don't need that. We don't need that. During your main phase, you can destroy 1 dark monster in your hand or face-up field. Oh, in your hand too. Ew, that's handy. I like that. That's very, very nice. Very nice. You don't activate. Yeah. Add 1 Yubel card to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. While you control, your opponent must attack it if able. True, a Yubel monster. Opponent takes all damage. You're right. Okay, so first things first. Regenerating Lotus. Boom. Tribute. Special summon Yubel. Bada boom. Spirit of Yubel. Busted. Absolute mad lad. Nightmare Pain. We could even, honestly, grind a golem. Reveal Yubel, special summon this, then special summon the revealed monster. Boom. Give them grind a golem. Special summon Spirit of Yubel. Easy. And then, Nightmare Pain once again. Declare. We either destroy that or destroy this. Either way. Do we have a Yubel in the graveyard? No. Alright, let's destroy those then. Just for fun. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see how this goes. Add 1 Yubel card. I think we would go for probably Oh, snap, we lost. No, we didn't lose Eternal Favorite. We're out of special summons, so let's just go for Eternal Favorite. You know, you gotta eat something, right? You gotta eat. There we go. That's not too bad. That is 6,000 damage just from Grinder Golem attacking. Well, of course, they can just switch it to defense mode, so, you know. But if I started, and it's my turn, oh, there's Super Poly, then we could attack, 6,000 damage, overlay, boom. Detach for 2,000 game. Holy shit. What the hell? wait, really? Turn 2 Yubel is busted, apparently. What? That's game, right? Yeah. That's straight up game. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. I'm really a good fan. I'm a big fan of this. This is great. Hey, look, it's my stream. Everybody should watch that. Oh, wait, you already are. Welcome. Hello. What do we want? Varys' theme is too great. I love this. Delicious. Also, anyone just joining in, welcome to the stream. We're trying out Yubel. It's a great time, and this theme is legendary. Anyway, what do we got? Okay, desires. Boom. Easy. Draw 2. What did we lose? Nothing. Oh, mwah, beautiful. That's what we like to see. That is much more like it. What have we got now? Regenerating Lotus. Tribute to Special Summon. Spirit of Yubel! I lost one. There we go. Boom! Boom, baby! Let's assume I'm going turn 2 and we get an extra card. Nah, we don't even need the extra card because you know what? Nightmare Pain! And then we can destroy the Spirit of Yubel in our hand. Although we can't give them Grinder Golem. Or can we? Yes, we can, because we can add Geist Grinder Golem to our hand. And then Spirit of Yubel's will fix special summons the OG, my favorite girl, the most beautiful Yubel. Special summon. Then, you know what we're going to do next? We're going to special summon Yubel with Grinder Golem. Special summon. Give it to our opponent. We have Nightmare Bane. We have game. You know what we could do next? Dark Agony Beast. Then we can do this to add bada bing bada boom. Opening of the Spirit Gates to the hand. And then we have normal summoned. Oh, wait, shit, we have normal summon, so we can't do that. No, I take that back, we don't do that at all. We don't do any of that. We'll put that back in the deck. There we go. But nonetheless, Nightmare Pain. Attack for 9,000. Boom. Bam. Bop. And I gain 9,000. And if somehow they survive, main phase 2, overlay, special summon, Gustav Max for an extra 2,000. Yubel too strong. What have I created? What has Konami created? What is this? I don't know. It's too strong. Too powerful. All too powerful. Yubel is ultimate. Yubel is the best. Yubel is the love of my life. I absolutely love this. That was amazing. Holy goodness me. Alright, okay. This is good. I like this. I like this a lot. This is a lot of fun. Nightmare Pain is redonkulous. Nightmare Pain is the best card in the game. Nightmare Pain is my new favorite. I knew it would be as soon as it came out. Before it came out, I knew Nightmare Pain was coming. Let's be real. I knew Nightmare Pain was coming. Because Nightmare Pain, like, anyone who ever creates Yubel Support themselves has made Nightmare Pain, and it is better than expected. It is better than I had hoped for. Like, this one trumps all of the Nightmare Pains that have ever been made. Nightmare Pain, the real version, is so good. It's so good. Why is it so good? I don't know. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it to death. It's amazing. So what can we do now? Where can we go from here? How can we improve this deck even more? Probably with an extra deck. We'll probably do it. Super Dored Noto. You know, if we're gonna run Goose off Max, we should probably run Juggernaut Lebe. Which one's better? Cool, let's go for this one. I like that one. That one's nice. And then we want some links. What did you say, Naxium, what did you say before about link heaviness? Something link heavy? If you don't plan to go link heavy. Oh, if you don't plan to go link heavy. Okay, fusion deployment to get Yubel out quicker. Why? Oh, fusion deployment shuts off links, does it? Not special summon monsters from the extra except fusion monsters. Ooh. Ooh, true. I don't know. I haven't actually used fusion deployment yet, though. So I don't know if it's necessary. It is a good way to get out Yubel. But a better way is Demon Lotus. Special summon Demon Lotus, even better. During your own phase. What does this do again? Yeah, it was special summon it. No, wait, what am I talking about? What special summon? Oh, Spirit of Yubel. Oh, in that last duel, we special summoned 2 of this card, so we could have added something. Also, is this a once per turn? Hang on. Add 1 card that mentions that you can only use each of the following. No way. Wait, no. Oh, that's the wrong one. Never mind. Fix Spirit of Yubel once per turn. When opponent's monster plays an attack, you can special summon this card to this guy. Okay, you can only use each of those effects once per turn. Which is very, very sad, but that's okay. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. What shall we listen to next, ladies and gentlemen? Give me your best songs. We are stuck to like Duel Links themes, by the way. You know, copyright and all that, but Duel Links is fine. Let's go for, you know, 4's theme is too good. 4 is amazing. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. That's the good stuff. Okay, what else can we add to this deck? Because this deck seems so... I don't know, to me it seems too straightforward. It seems too simple. I want to spice things up again. I want to spice things up a little bit. How can we make this a little spicier? Give me some ideas, chat. Give me some ideas. What can we do? What can we do? What will spice this up? How do we add some spice? I'm not a fan of fusion deployment. We could go into... We could go into Kluger. That's an option. We could Neos fusion into Kluger. There's not much reason to do it, but it gives us another thing to use. You know? Of course, we took out fusion deployment, but it could be alright. I don't know. What do we do? Zero attack. What other zero attack cards can we do? Yeah, zero attack. Oh shit. Right, saying zero attack includes anything from 100 to nothing. Right. Fury Race, no, none of this. Crystal Skull, yo, what a legend. Anyway, anything good? Branded? Wait. If that... When a monster effect is activated by an opponent resolves, if that opponent's monster has zero attack or defense, you control a level at a higher fiend fusion monster, you can negate the activated effect. Why? Wait, how does this work with Branded? How does our opponent having a zero attack monster... Wait, what? That's not reliable, what the hell? I don't understand. I don't play Branded enough. At the end of the damage step, if monsters battled with a zero attack... Sorry, I don't know. In the damage step, if monsters with zero attack battled each other, you can destroy your opponent's battling monster. What does this work with? I don't know, but... That could be somewhat handy, but I don't think so. I've heard people talking about Branded Yubel, though. That just came into my head again. I don't know what they were talking about with it, though. What would we do with Branded Yubel? I don't know. What does this do? You can target one monster with zero attack in your graveyard, special summon in an attack position, and equip it with this card. Well, why would I do that? This card leaves field destroyed. Yeah, I would just run Reborn if I'm going to do that. Although, Limit Reverse is never a bad card for Yubel. Opponent cannot target face-up monster zero attack for attacks. That is the opposite of what we want, actually. 0-0, we don't want that at all. Totem Pole, yeah, we don't need any of this. Alright, what am I looking at? She's cute. Limit Reverse. Not a bad card? It is always good in Yubel. This is a good, like, Call of the Haunted substitute for Yubel. But, is it needed? My face cam's kind of shit right now. Hang on, let me spice that up first. Before we spice up Yubel, let me spice up the face cam. There we go. Ping. Does that work? Does it like that? There we go. That's a little better, isn't it? You can see me. Hopefully. Yeah, that's much better lighting. Sorry about that, lads. Hope you didn't miss my beautiful face too much. Anyway, what do we got? I don't know. How can we spice this up? Like, everything's left my head. I don't have any ideas. I'm out of ideas. Maybe another Eternal Favorite could be good. It could. But it could. Let's be honest. That's probably the best thing to add. Alright, all custom, Eternal Favorite. Unfortunately, these cards aren't on Dueling Book yet, so we can't actually use them properly, but that's okay. Where's the good one? That guy. That's what we want. Yes, Bolo Cat fan. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, that's fine. Anything else? We could include another pot. Pardon me. My apologies. Hang on, I need to go blow my nose. I'll leave you to the music. Nazion, take care of everybody. Entertain the masses. Thank you very much. I'll be right back. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I have returned. Everybody check out my new shirt. I got it just the other day. You can buy it on my shop. Senkara.myspreadshops.com. Buy my merch. Buy my merch. Thank you. Anyway, alright. Welcome. Anybody who's just joining the stream, welcome to the stream. We're just looking at the new Yubel Support, trying out new decks, and seeing what we can do. And it is honestly so far, mwah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. I love it to death. I love it so much that I'm gonna marry it. What? Anyway, what can we do? Should we include more Mature Chronicles? Honestly, I don't think it's necessary. It's too slow for me. It's too slow for my tastes. I want it to be faster. It might be fast if we got it out like first turn, but it's too slow. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I was thinking more pots. Turn that off. Like another Extravagance might not be a bad idea. Even a Prosperity could be alright. But yeah, you cannot draw any cards by card effects. True. Which means we can't use Desires and Extravagance on the same turn, which is not ideal, honestly. And I think we already have enough, so I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, okay. I don't think that's needed. Prosperity also halves the damage, I think. Does it? Yeah, damage is halved, so we don't want that at all. Because this deck is going to be like Turbo Yubel OTK, and it's so good. It's so good. Like, you just need 2 Yubels and a Grinder Golem on the opponent's field, and you just win. Like, it's beautiful. It's amazing. Obviously, with Nightmare Pain too. But, yeah, so I don't think we want to halve any damage here. If anything, we want to increase the damage. Delicious. What can we add to our extra deck to spice things up? Link monsters, I would say. Probably good. Bow of the Goddess? Maybe. Maybe. That could be aight. Let's new first it. I mean... Oh, hello. This is new. What do you do? Nothing. Okay, cool. Alright. Pineapple lumps are too chewy. I can't talk with them. Anywho, right, what can we actually add to this deck that could be somewhat useful? This card could be. 2 light and or dark monsters must be link summoned. You can only special summon it once per turn. It's special in this way. Target 1 card on the field, destroy it. That's fantastic. If you have 3 or less spells in your graveyard, send this card to the graveyard. We should be right with that. Once per turn during the start of the damage step, at the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can banish one spell from your graveyard to destroy that opponent's monster. That's not a bad card, and we can actually use it since all our monsters are dark. Speaking of all our monsters being dark, Allure of Darkness? Maybe, but I kind of want... I don't think I want to banish any monsters from my hand, so I'm going to forego Allure of Darkness. We've already got enough draw spells. I mean, never... What am I saying? You can never have enough draw spells. What am I out of my mind? Have I lost my senses? Too much draw spells. What am I talking about? Anyway. Macracker. You ought to be good. Contribute 1 V monster instead. Target 1 V monster in the graveyard. Discard a card. If you do, special summon it. Beautiful. I want that. Yeah, give me Macracker. Macracker's great. You can never go wrong with Macracker. If we're running Macracker, it could even be beneficial to run Tour Guide. Maybe. I don't know. What do we think? Tour Guide? I don't know. I don't think that's necessary. Then again. Nightmare Unicorn. Then again, Tour Guide could be alright. Like, what's Tour Guide gonna summon? Wait, does Tour Guide summon level 3? It's not level 3 or lower, right? Oh, okay, that's probably not useful to me. Tour Guide from the Underworld. Obviously, searching Tour Guide doesn't give us anything. Alright, Tour Guide, baby, what do you do? Special summon level 3. Yeah, okay, that's completely useless to us. We don't want Tour Guide. We don't want... Sorry, Tour Guide, but not today, my friend. Not today. IP Masquerade, why not? Underworld Goddess. I do want that. More ability to eat our opponent's monsters is just great. That's going to be key in this deck, is eating all our opponent's monsters just for fun, just for the hell of it, and then OTKing with... Because, like, we only need Geist Grinder Golem, to be honest. We don't need our opponent to have anything else. We can make them attack themselves, which is fine. Access code? As well, OTK, right? So yeah, if we just make our opponent OTK themselves, which is fine, but better than that is OTKing them ourselves. But unfortunately, that requires turn 2, which is less ideal than going turn 1 and negating stuff. That's a good point. We need more negation in this deck, I think. Do we? Like, what are they gonna do? What are our biggest threats? Our biggest threat is honestly Nightmare Unicorn. That's probably the biggest threat to us. Reason is because they can go into Unicorn, send Yubel back to the deck, and that just gets rid of her. On the other hand, though, this deck spams Yubel, so, like, what are they gonna do? Get rid of one? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's that gonna do? Of course, Cerberus is also a threat. So that's a couple threats there. Anything that doesn't destroy Yubel and gets rid of her some other way is a threat. Anything that gets rid of Nightmare Pain, less of a threat, but still pretty threatening. I mean, it doesn't threaten us personally, but it slows us down a lot. That's the thing. It slows us down. And that's no good. That's not what we want. So, easiest way to take care of that threat, honestly, as soon as our opponent gets 3 effect monsters on the field, we just super poly. Get rid of them. Right? That cuts out Unicorn. Which I feel like, I don't think a lot of people really run Cerberus anymore. If this deck became popular, they might, because Cerberus is kind of a good out to it, right? Target 1 monster and special summon monster in your opponent's main monster zone. Oh, Cerberus destroys. So for some reason I thought it bounced. I don't know why. Cerberus destroys. So Cerberus isn't a threat at all. Cerberus is great. They can Cerberus us all day. We love Cerberus. Anyway, okay, so that's fine. Here's a cheeky idea. That just popped into my head. What if we run Topologic Zeroboros just for shits and giggles? You know what I mean? Zeroboros. Like, I love this card. It's like Grand Maju, but sometimes better, sometimes not as good. But this card is ridiculous, and I kind of want to run it. What should I take out? What should I remove? I don't need him anymore. Boom, Zeroboros. Why not, you know? What the hell? Let's do it. I'll probably never summon it, but I feel like that would be a lot of fun if I did. That would just be too much fun, I reckon. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that Mature Chronicle is not as good as I suspected it to be. It certainly could be good, It does get us another card if we special summon 3 Yubel monsters. And it's only special summon too, not normal summon. And that's possible. I feel like we could speed this up a lot more though, you know? Like, I feel like it's going too slow for my tastes. I know how fast it is going, I realize that, but I feel like it could go even faster. Aki, let's go. I don't know. What do you think, lads? Yeah, what could spice things up a little bit? Like, so far we're too standard for my taste. I want it to be spicier. I want it to have a little more spice in it. What can we do? What can we add? What can we do? What can we do, team? Come on, give me something, chat, give me something. What can we do? How can we make this even better? Well, woo! An interesting idea that I have right now is, what's that one trap card that works really well with Yubel? Oh shit. Naxium was going off in chat. I'm so sorry, I did not see that. None of it came up before. Oh jeez. What have you said? Yubel would love the halve the life points. True, you're right, I should embrace that. Yubel may rival Sword Soul for going into time. True, I love that. I love that idea. Now Yubel's too fast. OTK, too good. Burning for the win. Yes, I've seen builds of both. I don't remember what you were talking about. I'm sorry. I like this. I like it. It's good for bait, if anything. All of your songs are copyright. For shame. Yes, what build did you make? Branded has Despian Quaritas. Oh, right, true. That's why the 0 thing. That's interesting. I love Quaritas. I don't know if you saw my old, what is it? My Manjome white deck. But they run Quaritas, and that is so much fun. Limit reverse doesn't work for the deck. It's a defensive card I've played. Yeah, it's too slow for this deck. This deck brings out Yubel too fast. For an old school Yubel deck, it's good, but yeah. Not any small engine. Fenrir helps. Fenrir. What does Fenrir do? I assume you mean this one, right? Yeah, that makes sense. No, what does Fenrir do? If you control no monster, summon this card from your hand, you can only use the following effects. Oh, true. Cash Terror, actually. Add 1 cash monster to your hand. Declares an attacker if your opponent activates. Yeah. That could work. Is Hate Buster? Hate Buster is real. Yeah, I'm just thinking the anime version is different. I mean, I like it. Yubel uses it, but like, it's not great. Let's be real. It's an idea. Oh, of course, Drago's Tapelia. Mud Dragon, Zeus. Zeus is an option, but we wouldn't really go into it very much. Great fusion targets. Garura. That's not how it's spelled. How do you spell it properly? Oh, Garura. I missed an R. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's an idea, actually. Not bad at all. But at the same time, is it necessary? Any battle damage your opponent takes in battles involving this card is doubled. And when it's sent to the graveyard, draw a card. Hey, Buster Cash Terra Fenrir. Why Fenrir? Tell me why. Why Fenrir? Just for fun? I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're right that Super Fusion Targets is good. Fenrir is splashable, I suppose. He's certainly not splashable. Special summon this card from your hand. No news. During your main phase, you can add a Kashtira monster from your deck to your hand. When this card declares an attack, your opponent activates a monster affecting target one face-up card your opponent controls, banish it. Oh wait, shit, is that not once per turn? No, you can only use each of them once per turn. Centric can search, keeps the board fret, and thins the deck. Centric can search itself. That's true. That is true. Couple Fenrirs. Would you recommend 2 or 3? He's definitely an option, especially for going first. That gives us a little bit more to play with while going first. And gets rid of, like, he is a threat too. Yeah, 2's probably enough. You right. What would we take out for a Fenrir? I'm not too sure about opening of the Spirit Gates, to be honest. Like, I like it. I like the deck, but I don't know that it's that necessary with this deck. You can also bait out other cards before you commit to Yubel. Interesting. That's a good point. That is a good point. I like the way you think, Magic Man. Do we need 2 copies of Mature? Honestly, not really. Like, I'm a little disappointed with it. Do we even need Spell Chronicle? It speeds it up, but... Like, it speeds up Mature Chronicle a little bit. But it is also slow in itself, and it's just another dead hand. You may want to run 1 Mature. 1 Mature, yeah. I was thinking that. Like, I definitely want at least 1. Do we need 2, though? Probably not. It searches, though getting it in our starting hand, like getting it right off the bat is the best way to have Mature. Like, you do want it first, otherwise it's too slow. Like, if you search it, it's too slow. But do we even need it is the other thing. And we run triple Super Poly anyway and triple favorite, so probably don't need Mature that much, to be honest. I like the tech with Desires. Men. Men. What about men? What are you saying? Speak English. I am men. Yes, I am a man. Is that a card? I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. What is men? Speak to me. Tell me something better. What have we got? Guys going to Golem's too good. Regenerating Lotus too good. Maybe later. Okay, I'm gonna try Mature at 1. I'm gonna try Mature at 1. That ought to do for now. Okay, that'll test out Fenrir. That could be okay. That could be okay. Also, your mom, welcome to the chat. I guess. Great name, 10 out of 10. Your mom, I love that. Yeah, okay. Let's try that. Let's try that out. I think this will do. This lets us test out Fenrir at least. That's a start. Maybe I'm liking the idea of Cash Terror Yubel. I have so many ideas of things to splash with Yubel. We got Cash Terror, we got Banish, we got everything. Like, this is going to be so much fun in the future. I'm going to do more Yubel stuff in the future, of course. This is just testing out base Yubel. Hello, Sparkstew! Welcome to the chat. I play Allure of Darkness in mine because you can revive the banished Yubel. It's also part of Greed, pretty much. I agree. Like, you're not wrong. Oh, right. Oh, true. You mean with Eternal Favorite you can revive Yubel? That's a good point. That is a fair point. So Allure might not be too bad. I was thinking Allure before, I just didn't want to banish. I didn't want to lose cards in my hand because the cards in hand are really, really strong. But yeah, that is a good point actually. Okay, what we're gonna do here? Let's see. Let's assume going first for now. We'll special summon Fenrir. Only issue with Huge Cash Engine is it locks you into XCs, but if you plan to use Super Poly as a backup, it would. Yeah, well, I plan to use Super Poly more on the opponent's turn. Favorite or Spirit? Spirit does it too? I'll check that later. Yeah, Super Poly is more for, like, the opponent's turn to nuke stuff, but... I mean, if we have it on the first turn, then we just... blah. But I'll test that later. Like, we won't test that in today's stream. The stream is mainly for, like, pure Yubel. Pure-ish. Anyway, what does this do when this guard... during your main phase, you can add a Cash Terror monster. So we're going to add Fenrir to our hand. There we go. And if our opponent Ash Blossoms that is absolutely fine. I do not care. Pot of Desires, because Desires is friggin' amazing. Banish Den. Oh, wait. I was meant to do this first. I didn't realize that was start of main phase 1. Oh, crap. Reset. Let's start again. Okay, remember that. Period Races, start of main phase 1. Got it. 10 out of 10. Alright, Extravagance, also start of main phase 1, so let's do that. Banish 6. Draw 2. Beauty, that gives us that. We can't draw cards this turn, so Desires is no good anymore. No longer live. We can 1 for 1 though. And we'll send, of course, we'll send that one to special summon Regenerating Lotus. Demon Lotus, there we go. Beautiful. When this card is special summon, nothing happens. That's this card. I keep forgetting. Anyway, tribute. Special summon a Yubel from our deck. That'll special summon Spirit of Yubel. The Spirit of Yubel go from banished as well. And special summon one that is banished in your hand, deck, or graveyard. True. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I like it. Anyway, when this card is special summoned, you can take one spell or trap from your deck that mentions Yubel and add it to your hand. Or set it to your field. Fair enough. True, during the opponent's turn. Eternal favorite. Right. We're going to go for Nightmare Pain, I think. Yep, we'll add the Nightmare Pain. This is testing going first, but we'll see. Nightmare Pain. But if we're going second, then we just go into Grind a Golem for game, right? That's so strong. Oh my gosh, that is so strong. Assuming we don't get interrupted, which we very well could. But as long as we get one Yubel on the field, we can also Super Poly and just eat all their stuff, which is great as well. So that's also an option. So we'll Nightmare Pain destroy the Yubel in hand to add a card that mentions it to the hand. So that would be Geist Grind a Golem. Oh, there is a problem there though. That we can't special summon Geist right now, can we? So that's not ideal. That is unideal. We could Mature Chronicle, Eternal Favorite, even Spirit of Yubel to hand too. Which would get us triple Yubel out, because we got opening as well, which isn't bad. Or we can just Mature Chronicle. We're about to special summon. That'll just have one counter though. Which allows us to special summon Yubel from the graveyard, so depends on what our opponent has. That could be an option. Screw it, let's add. Alright, Mature Chronicle. It would probably be better to get Eternal Favorite, actually, which will allow us to eat more cards, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, not a real duel. Anyway, so we can Mature Chronicle. Oh, first of all, Spirit of Yubel goes off, which allows us to special summon Yubel from our deck. Boom. And then we have to activate Mature Chronicle, so no counter, but we can opening the Spirit Gates. Add us this bad boy wherever he went to our hand. And then, of course, we can discard this to special summon Spirit of Yubel. Boom. That busts out 3 monsters right off the bat, which is ridiculous. 3 Yubel monsters, so if our opponent, if we're going second, that's 3 attacks into any of their monster with Nightmare Pain to deal damage, which is insane. That is so good. That is really strong. But also, any of our opponent's attack position monsters have to attack on their turn as well, which could even OTK them. During the end phase, Regenerating Lotus special summons. And then we could either tribute that to keep Yubel, or we can tribute one of these, or we can just destroy Yubel. Either way. Those are options. We can also Super Poly. We have a card in hand, which is all we need. That's great. This gets 1 counter, 2 counters, now that we've Regenerating Lotus as well. That's great. We can special summon a Yubel from our graveyard, also great. Not really needed right now, but optionable if we have Super Poly. So we could eat our opponent's field and special summon a Yubel. We have a lot of options, and then of course we can go into Gustav Max too, or Juggernaut Liebe for an OTK. That's a lot of options. 3 Yubels on the field is insane. We can keep this on the field. I would probably keep this on the field to keep its effect live. And unfortunately just either tribute or destroy one of these. Effect activates when this card is destroyed, which isn't ideal, but that's okay. Favorite of Spirit. Yes, I read that. Okay, cool. Let me just refresh the chat, because apparently it's not live for me. Unfortunate. Yeah, okay. Not bad at all. Definitely not bad. I do like that. I like that a lot. That's not bad. I really can. Imagine 3 Yubels. I can barely hold my shit. I can't contain it. Oh, that's a dream come true. That's my favorite dream. The triple Yubel on the field. Oh no, what am I saying? What am I saying? That's some fan art to draw. What? Anyway. Anyone who does good art in the chat, make it happen, make it happen. Yubel plus free Yubels. I was gonna say Yubel plus free Senkaras. I've lost myself. I've lost my mind already. Let's go, Kite. Pull me together. Alright, anyway. What can we do with this hand? Extravagance, first off the bat. Boom. Banish 6, draw 2. Bam. That gets us Yubel in the hand. We have Grand Golem. We have Super Poly. Too strong. Too strong. Obviously, we would Regenerating Lotus. First off, tribute to special summon a Yubel monster, which will go into Spirit of Yubel. Depends on what our opponent has as well, of course. Boom. and then we can Geist Grind a Golem to the opponent's field. And assuming we're going second, that's already game. That's game, right there. Funny jank I found. Play the quick play magic card, action magic full turn, usually doubles the damage Nightmare Pain does. Really? Interesting, I'll have to look into that. But this is, yeah, assuming our opponent doesn't stop us from attacking, that's attack for 3,000, attack for 6,000, and then assuming we didn't banish our... Oh shit, we did. Never mind, that's not game after all. But then we could even actually... Right, so that's 6,000, 3,000, 6,000, battle phase, super poly, tribute, Yubel plus eat any of our opponent's monsters that isn't Grinder Golem, go into Eternal Watcher, deal at least 1,000 damage, and then attack for game. If we can deal 3,000 damage with that as well, then that would be game anyway. We can't, probably, but still. I love this so much. I love this deck. This is, oh, beautiful. 10 out of 10. That's so good. Alright, what have you said? Action Magic full turn. Is that a real card, or is that just from Arc V? Action. That's not how you spell action. Action. Magic. Oh, it is. Yo, what? That's cool. What does this do? I'm excited. You could also hold Super Poly and burn for 2k on their turn. Also an option. True, we only need 2k. Right. So that would be 4. Yeah, so as long as we can burn for 2k, then that would have been an OTK. And that only needs 4. We've got 2 on my field, plus they have 1. They just need to summon 1 monster. That's 2k damage. Easy. Bruh. Too strong. Too strong. This turn, double any battle damage that a player takes from battles involving 2 monsters. During your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, except the card was into the graveyard, you can discard a spell card, set this card. That's cool. That's fun. That's an idea. Double any battle damage. That works with Nightmare Pain. Opponent takes battle damage. Yeah. That's a neat idea. I like that. I kind of really like that, to be honest. That's a little bit spicy. That's a little spicy. Maybe. What do we think, lads? Should I action magic full turn? Just for shits and giggles? Like, that just means we need 1 Yubel and Grinding Golem, and that's already 6,000 damage. Oh, plus Nightmare Pain, of course. And Nightmare Pain adds Grinding Golem. Bro, this deck is so much fun. This deck is too good. It's too fun, honestly. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And we could very easily get 2 Yubels. You should try. Imagine look. Yeah, right. You right. I have to do it for the entertainment. What would you do? What are we gonna take out for this? What do we take out for this? Do we? I'm kind of back and forth on opening the Spirit Gates. Honestly, I did use it though. I have used it, but normally, All right, let's take out 1 Beckoning Beast and keep 2 Spirit Gates. Let's go with that. That Allure that you mentioned, Allure of Darkness, well, that could be an interesting idea. Maybe remove 1 Extravagance for it. You'd remove Spell Chronicle? Yeah, you're probably right. I'll chuck it in the side deck, and let's chuck it in Allure. Let's take out an Extravagance as well for an extra Allure. This could be fun. Let's give this a go. I do like more. The thing about Allure as well is that you can use it multiple times in a turn. So it might even be beneficial to remove a Desires for it. For a 3rd Allure. Ooh. Spicy. I don't know, is it spicy enough? The OG Chronicle isn't that great, yeah. The only reason we would include the OG Magic Chronicle is that it does have Chronicle counters, so it does actually work with Mature Chronicle and speeds it up a little bit, but this deck is too fast for its own, like... Yeah, the Chronicles just aren't fast enough for my liking. It's not fast enough anyway, and Spell Chronicle we still have to wait for the opponent's turn, so this deck is faster than I thought it would be. So yeah, those just aren't really that necessary. You're right, it ain't great. It's an interesting deck, it could be fun. In other decks, I'll test it out again, but yeah, probably right, not needed. Should I add another Allure? Do I need it? I mean, it's always fun. to have multiple copies. But, I don't know. We're probably fine. Like, we have enough draw power, we always have something. I just want more draw power, you know? Because you can. Why not? 41 cards! You're out of your mind! You're out of your mind! I come from back in the day where 41 cards was ludicrous. You can't do it. I mean, you're not wrong! It is technically better to run an Allure in like 41 cards rather than no triple Allure and 40 cards, but I hate it. I can't do it. I can't do it. It just looks so wrong. Look at this. That's off. I don't like it. It looks bad. I don't like it. I like a nice clean 40. Give me a clean 40. What are you doing to me? I don't like it. We all know, yeah, you're a mad lad. Get out of here. You're mad. You're insane. I'm against it. I refuse to accept 41 cards in a deck. Door room. Boom, let's go. Alright. There we go, we got full turn. We have regenerating. We have Piri Race. What don't we have? Nightmare Pain. Let's assume going second again, draw. But if we were going first, we have Eternal Favorite to eat everything, so that's fine too. Ow. I bit my cheek. Ow. Alright, what can we do? Regenerating Lotus. Tribute. Special Summon Spirit. Spirit Effect will add Nightmare Pain. Best card in the game, right here. 10 out of 10. It's so good. Like, look at that. That's really bad graphics, but look at it. It's so good. It was probably better graphics. There we go. It's so good. What am I doing? Anyway, Piri Race. We're going to use this card to actually add a Yubel or Spirit of to the hand. Boom. Probably add OG Yubel actually, because reason is, if she's on the field, we can bring back Regenerating Lotus for the negation next turn if needed. But for now, we Geist Grinder Golem, Special Summon, give it to our opponent. No, not target, move. There we go. And then Special Summon Yubel from the hand. Boom. I have effects or add monster effects, or the effects cards with its name. That is absolutely fine, to be honest. Until you normal summon. Yeah. Honestly, that's fine. We don't need to normal summon it. Is that forever? We lose half our life points, by the way, but that's fine. But that means that Yubel doesn't destroy herself during the end phase, which could be interesting. I think that's what... I think that's an activated effect, right? So Piri Race would negate that. That's an interesting tech. That's kind of fun. Of course, when she's destroyed, her effect won't go off, but that's fine. That's fine. At Nightmare Pain, further damage. We could even destroy a spirit for shits and giggles. I don't know, and add something. It's an option. Just gets us, I don't know, grinding on. I don't know, whatever. It's a play that we could make. And then, yeah, battle phase. Full turn. Attack for 6,000. Attack for 12,000. Death. Death. Immediate death. It's too fun. I like that. Okay, you were right. Full turn is great. And then we can overlay for another 2,000 as well on top of that. Full turn is great. That's great. That's really good. I like that a lot. I very much appreciate that. Alright, what can we do here? Okay, first off, this is not... No, okay, so, Fenrir. Oh, of course, Piri Race has to be activated first, by the way. I keep forgetting that. In any case, add one Kashtira. Fenrir. Dual hand! Boom. That just gives us Fenrir for shits and giggles. You know, why not? Why wouldn't you want Fenrir on the field? And then, Desires. Oh, there we go. Grinder Golem. Beauty. Absolute legend. And then this destroys a dark monster. Fenrir is not a dark monster, so that's useless to us. Great, thanks Fenrir. Sorry Fenrir. Mature Chronicle, boom. Each time or a monster is special summoned, so that includes Grinder Golem to the opponent's field. Beautiful, that is fantastic. So that'll give us 2 counters, which will add one of our banished cards to the hand, and we have 10 banished cards. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's so hot. That is hot right there. We can Nightmare Pain as well. I'm not sure if we want to do that right now. What can we add? Spirit of Yubel, regular Yubel, full turn. We're gonna add full turn. For fun, why not? I don't know, maybe. Anyway, special summon, opponent's field, boom, move, special summon, spirit, boom, and that's 2 special summons giving us 2 tokens, plus Spirit of Yubel effect when special summoned. Add 1 spell or trap, we'll grab Eternal Favorite. Boom, that gets us like all of our Yubel cards, which is great. That's beautiful. Was that just spells or traps? Add 1 spell trap, yep. But then we can remove 2 Chronicle counters. Add a either full turn or Yubel. Probably Yubel. We only have 1 Spirit of Yubel on the field, so full turn won't be enough to win, as fun as that would be. So we'll add Spirit of Yubel to the hand. Boom. Because we can do that. Because that's great, and our opponent doesn't even know what we added, which is also great. Nightmare Pain effect. Destroy to add 1 new battle card that mentions it. Great. Fantastic. Love that. We'll go for... we could go for another Eternal Favorite. Or alternatively, we can just go for the old Regenerating Lotus. Just to have her. And then, of course, Spirit of Yubel, special summons the OG. Best girl Yubel, right there. My waifu, my love of my life. There she is. I love her so much. Would adding a face-down card to the hand have to be revealed? No, I don't think so. And, well, Dueling Book didn't seem to reveal it. Like, if Dueling Book reveals it, it comes up on screen and goes away. But I don't think it does, actually, because it's just added to your hand, so you don't have to reveal. I don't think. If you're adding from your deck, you do. But I don't think so if it's banished. Which is a lot of fun. Like, that's really cheeky. Not necessary, but cheeky. Like, if you're adding a trap, they won't know what it is, so that's cool. But I don't think so. You'd have to check the ruling on that. I don't know. But nonetheless, if this is turn 2, attack for 3,000, 6,000, overlay. Yeah, having less extravagance is probably a good idea. Overlay, game. Boom, 2,000. Detach. Done. That's game. Plus we have Fenrir for fun. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I like that. That's strong. That is strong. The force is strong with this deck. That's good. I don't know what else to do with this. This is too good. This is so much fun. This will obviously need a video on its own, of course, which I will do. We'll show it off in some duels, but this is good. Like, what do we have now? 2 polys, it's 2 super polys, basically. Nightmare Pain. We can Dark Beckoning Beast, but we'll lure first. Draw 2. Boom. Do we banish Yubel or Beckoning Beast? We have Nightmare Pain in hand, which will bring out Terra Incarnate. We have full turn for fun. What does this do? Adds 1, 2. Well, what would this do? It would add that, which, and then, yeah, no, we'll banish this. Alright. You're gonna banish Yubel? I don't know. Well, yeah, you can revive it, but also I don't have any other Yubels in the hand, so, you know, this would add something. Although he does give us an extra normal summon, doesn't he? You might be right on that play, actually. Alright, I'll go with what you said. We'll banish Yubel. Oh, right, I do have Eternal Favorite, so I can revive her, right? You're right, fair enough. Okay, fair. That's fair. I just want her in hand to destroy, but that works too. Okay, so now we Beckoning Beast. Add our... Where are you? Opening of Spirit Gates to hand. And then activate Spirit Gates, which adds a monster, I believe, so I can't add another Spirit Gates. Yeah, 1 monster, and I don't have any more of that monster, but that's fine. Now we have Spirit Gates on the field. Now we can Nightmare Pain, destroy a Dark Monster. Boom. And then add 1 Yubel card, so we'll add our Samsara, Sacrifice Demon Lotus. Boom. Normal summon. Boom. Perfect. Tribute. Spirit of Yubel. All too easy. All too easy. Set. Because we need the discard, and pass. And then we could even add this to the hand for the extra super poly play if needed, or we can special summon it. No, we can't because we don't have. We need Yubel specifically, right? If you control Yubel and it's in a graveyard, so we can't do that because we don't. But then next turn we can Eternal Favorite. You can activate one of these effects once per turn, but we only have one card in the hand anyway, so we can just special summon Yubel. Or special summon one of your Yubel monsters. Yeah, one of your Yubel monsters. So we special summon Yubel. Boom. Easy. And then we super poly, discard, eat everything, summon this, deal some damage. Bada bing, bada boom. Too easy. Draw. Alright, Fenrir. Can't summon him, but we can. What can we do? Nightmare Pain. Destroy this. Add a Yubel card. I was thinking Geist, but yeah, we don't have a Yubel in hand though, so that doesn't really help us. That doesn't help us much at all. So this wasn't the best, but we still super poly, eat our opponent's cards. We get a card to the hand. We have a super poly ready to go, like just off the bat for our opponent's turn. So like we can stall out very easily. And of course our opponent has to attack Yubel with everything they have, which is great. That's fantastic. They can't get rid of, or they can't destroy Eternal Watcher. What am I doing? I'm adding a Yubel card. So I could add Spirit of Yubel, special summon during the opponent's turn. I could add Regenerating Lotus to special summon another Yubel, which I might just do. And then of course Spirit of Yubel special summons Yubel straight from my deck. Boom. Easy. Normal. Effect. To debut. Special summon. Spirit of Yubel. Spirit of Yubel effect add. What do we want? I guess Mature Chronicle. Or Geist. Prepare for next turn. Let's add this for now. Then if our opponent has something, that's 3 attacks plus 2,000 damage. Or actually, even if our opponent has nothing, we can just go into Juggernaut Liebe, can't we? You can attach 1 material, gains 2,000, and can attack 3 turns. Yes. Wait, is it just on monsters? Attacks on monsters. Monsters. So that is an option. Might not necessarily be the best option, but it is an option nonetheless. That is an okay option. Spirit of Yubel only adds spells and traps, so I can't actually do that. Never mind. Put that back. I will add Mature Chronicle. Because why not? Boom. Again, not very useful to us. Unless you get this first turn, it's not that useful. Like, if you get it right off the bat, then it's not that great. I think. That's my opinion. But, there you go. I've seen people use it, but you'd need to run 3 of it for it to actually be useful. And I don't know if it's worth running 3 of it, to be honest. It does search Super Poly, but we run 3 Super Polys plus 3 Eternal Favorites, which is a better choice than running 3 Mature Chronicle just to add 1 Super Poly. You know, that's not ideal. It can special summon Yubel from the graveyard, but we have opening and Spirit Gates for that too. So, Mature Chronicle is just not as good. It can, the best effect is to add 1 of your banished cards to the hand, which is very useful, especially if you're running Desires, which I definitely would recommend in this deck, run Desires, because you can. But otherwise, it's 4th effect, destroy 1 card on the field, but it can't be activated during the opponent's turn, so that's not useful either. Not that useful. It can be useful, but not as useful. But either way, we end this field with 3 monsters. Our opponent may or may not have any monsters left. Depends on how much we choose to eat. We deal some damage. We can, if we deal enough damage, we can even just, like, overlay into Liebe. Or, sorry, Gustav Max. Well, that's kind of game anyway, right? If we Gustav Max, detach for 2,000 to the opponent, and then go into Juggernaut Liebe, and then his effect, even, yeah, we can just attach 1 for an extra 2,000. Boost him up to 6,000, 6,000. Attack for game. Plus, we've dealt damage by summoning Eternal Watcher. Holy shit, man. That's too good. Full turn can let you discard a spell to set it also. Funny enough, it has some synergy with Spirit Gates. Interesting. True. Huh. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's yeah, true. Action magic does reset itself, which is great. So we only actually need one. That's a really good point. That's really fun. I like that a lot. I love that tech. I'm definitely keeping that in. That is so good. Like it's so stupid, but so funny. That's too funny to not have. You know what I mean? Like that is great. That is fantastic. Oh, that's good. I just realized you could super poly Yubel fusion into another. Yeah, you absolutely can. And that is like cheeky as. Like, if our opponent summons something else, we could just, like, send Eternal Favorite, discard, and eat everything with this, and still go into Liebe, and still win the duel for 6. Like, it's too good. It's so good. It's easily... That is why it is by far the best Super Poly summon ever. Right? Like, it's so good. If you're running Yubel, this is the best card in the game. Pretty much. Like, that's not even a joke. It's the best card in the game. If you're running Yubel, you just get rid of everything Super Poly. It's so good. And you can't even, like, negate Super Poly, right? Because nothing can be activated in response. That's why Super Poly is so strong, right? Like, that's why everybody loves it and runs it anyway. It's too strong. And you can even, like, it's also a target for a Starving Venom as well. Like, if you're gonna eat your opponent's monsters, you can just Starving Venom, assuming they have Dark, which is so good. It's so stupid. This deck is so stupid. It's so good. I love it. Why is it so good? Oh my goodness. Like, when this comes out, I'm buying all of the packs, so nobody can use it against me. It's like, oh my goodness. Only one card can sometimes stop it, but it's too niche to ever happen. What card stops Super Fusion? What card is that? Let me know. I want to know. What is that card? But yeah, like it's niche as like you can't activate. Well, what is Super Poly's effect? You can't activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. The Fabled Unicorn. What? Fabled Unicorn stops Super Poly? Wait, what? What does that even do? I know the name, but what does that do? Fabled Unicorn. Bruh. Oh, Fabled Unicorn. No. While your opponent have the same number of cards in hand, negate all cards your opponent activated. All cards and effects activated by your opponent, and if you do, destroy those cards. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. You're right, that could never happen. I mean, there are, like, what, Spell Canceller could do it, or things that stop fusion summoning altogether could also do it. You know, there are definitely cards that can stop Super Fusion. But, yeah, all of them are niche. The Fabled Unicorn, obviously being the most popular. Like, who doesn't run that, you know? Yeah, but, you know, there are cards that stop Super Fusion, but it is very niche. And, of course, there are cards that stop Eternal Favorite. The thing is, the cards that stop Eternal Favorite and the cards that stop Super Fusion, most of them don't coexist. Well, of course, anything can stop Eternal Favorite, because that can be negated. But Super Fusion can't. Yeah. Like, if they're running Spell Canceller, sure, that's an option. If they're running the Fabled Unicorn, sure, that could happen. But let's be real, if they're running Fabled Unicorn, they're probably not much of a threat anyway, so whatever. Or same with Spell Canceller. Mind you, Spell Canceller could, like, mess us up real bad, but who runs Spell Canceller? Not unless Uncle Alistair has his field spell up, the trap is safer. What does Uncle Alistair's trap is safer? Interesting. What does this field spell do again? That's invoked, right? Invoked. So which one's his field spell? What's the field spell called? Give it to me. I want to read it. What's it called? Come on, people. Let's chuck invoke in here. That ought to do it. Invoked. Oh, there it is. Magical Meltdown. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you. In this card's activate, you can add one Alistair the Invoker from deck to hand. Activation of cards and effect that include an effect that fusion summons a fusion monster cannot be negated. Also, your opponent's cards and effects cannot activate when a monster is fusion summoned this way. That is so cheeky. You can actually run Alistair Yubel. Like, Alistair's Super Fusion deck is a thing. With Yubel, it's broken. Because Yubel is too strong. There are so many... Oh my god, it's beautiful. Like, this... It's beautiful. Ugh. Yubel Support, am I right? It's so amazing. I love it. I love it so much. It's just so good. It's so good. Alistair is the GOAT, absolutely. But, oh my gosh, this new Yubel Support, like, OTK galore, ultimate Super Fusion target, add Super Poly, has a new Super Poly just for shits and giggles, because, you know, why not if you control Yubel? And it only works for Yubel. You have to be running Yubel to do any of this. And it's, like, the best deck in the game. Like, what? What is the out to this deck? Like, what outs Super Poly eat everything? Hardly anything can do that. And, like, if they try and get rid of Yubel, but you just chain Super Poly and get rid of it yourself, you know? Or Eternal Favorite. Like, the best out to this deck is just hope that your opponent doesn't draw Super Poly or Eternal Favorite. Eternal Favorite could, of course, be negated, but Super Poly, yeah. Bruh. What? Like, am I missing something? Unless Super Poly ever gets banned. True, that is true. I mean, if this deck became meta, then Super Poly would be the reason, and it would probably get banned, which would be very, very sad, and I would cry, but, you know, that's fine. That's fine. We can still run you... Even if we lose Super Poly, we can still now run Yubel the way she's meant to be run with Nightmare Pain, and it's still OTK, right? Like, Geist Grinder Golem plus 2 Yubels is... That's game. That's game, straight off the bat. It'd be limited to 1. Yeah, I suppose. That's true. You wouldn't want to get rid of Super Poly, but you never know. It's been banned before. Like, they're not against banning it. It would happen. It can happen. But not anytime soon, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, not anytime soon. This deck is good. This deck is good. And there's so many... Like, you can splash it with so many things. It has so much synergy with so many decks. Like, even now, like, another one. Magical Meltdown. Alistair Yubel. We got Macrocosmos Yubel, which is my personal favorite, and I'm gonna do that. We got potentially Kashtira Yubel. Also, not a bad choice. Like, Kashtira Yubel is a viable option. It's so good. And of course, Dogmatica goes in everything, so that's an option too. I am gonna have a field day with this deck, with these cards. I'm gonna have an absolute field day with these cards, and it is going to be so much fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, do expect more Yubel videos in the future. I plan to make this a regular series of Yubel videos once I sort it out. I'm not sure. What should we name the series? I don't know. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and this is going to be great, and it's going to be one of my main things, and we're just going to go through so many different versions of Yubel because I love Yubel. If you don't know, like, if you're new, you probably don't realize that Yubel is my favorite card. I love Yubel so much. Wrath of Yubel, and it's interesting. It's an idea. It's not bad. It's a little too like, that's not spicy enough, you know what I mean? That's not spicy enough. We need a little bit more spice on it. What else we got? I want love somehow, but love of Yubel. Yubel, Nightmare. Oh, I have all these Yubel decks, like, already in here that have great names. What are they? What have we got? I had an idea for a Yubel deck name. I don't remember what it was. Oh well, I'll get to that later. But anyway, where are all my Yubel decks in here? Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. Like, look at all these OG Yubel decks. They don't even compare. What was this? Dogmatica, Neos Yubel. Princess of Thorns. Oh, yep. That was my Ola. Oh, yeah, this was the other thing, of course. You can splash it with Sacred Beast and Eldritch as well. Like, Eldritch Sacred Beast is a viable option too. It's like... Oh, this was the card I was thinking of before, by the way. All-out attacks is an option. Like, we don't need all-out attacks anymore. All-out attacks is too slow. Same with the old, like, Savage Coliseum thing. Like, there are a bunch of ways you could have played Yubel normally, but they're just not that good. But now we have Nightmare Pain, and it is just, mwah! It's beautiful. It's so good. That's why I'm so excited about Nightmare Pain. That's Jinzo. That's not what we want. Anyway, what is that all we got? No, I definitely have more Yubel decks somewhere. But point is, what is this deck? I don't even remember what all my decks are. Oh yeah, true. Anyway, point is, the new Yubel support is fantastic, and I love it. And we're gonna do a lot of Yubel decks. We're gonna have a full-on series, just Yubel galore. Everything about Yubel, everything you want. You know, all the decks, all the ways to play. Just everything about Yubel, and it's gonna be a hell of a great time. I'm so excited for this stuff. You know, I'm so excited. Like, you have no idea. I've been wanting to play Yubel for years. I played her in tournament once. Like, you'll finish your Yubel video soon. Good. I want to see that. Like, more Yubel stuff. Always good. And we'll have Yubel merch as well. Absolutely, like, I need to design some, but we're definitely going to have Yubel merch. Buy my merch! Look at it. Look at how good it is. Look at how high quality. Honestly, not saying this just to hype up my merch, but every thing that I have got so far, or that Ariana has got from my shop, has been the highest quality thing that I have ever, it's so high quality, it is really good. I'm not even just saying that. Like, it is actually, everything we have got so far is so high quality. What have we got? We've got shirts, we've got a jersey. This is really good. This is the performance tank top. It's meant for, active wear, and I can't even feel it. That's how good I can't feel it on my body. When I first put it on, I was so confused. I was like, there's nothing on my back. There's nothing on my back. I can't feel it. It's gone. Where is my shirt? It's so light, but really, really good, and it looks just beautiful. The only part I can actually feel on my body is the print. And it's so good. I'm so happy with my merch. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm so happy with my merch. And guys, definitely check that out. It's going to be great. But we will have more we'll have Yubel merch in the future, much similar to the Mahjong merch that we've already got for the Mahjong series, which is still going. But nonetheless, that's probably going to wrap up our stream for the day. We have run Yubel. We've seen how good it is. We have built a fairly, it's a good... I'm saying this is a decent Yubel deck. I think it can be even better. That's the thing, is I think this can be so much stronger. I think there is so much that you can do with this new Yubel support. It's not even funny. It's too good. It is so good. It's too good. You know what I mean? This stuff is too good. And I can't wait to play with it more. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. I really like this deck as well. Full turn is just great. That's so funny. But, yeah, more Yubel stuff coming out soon. Hope you all enjoyed today's stream. It was a short one, like I said, just a couple hours. How long was it? 1.5 hours? Something like that. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a fat like. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hype me up more for more Yubel stuff if you want more Yubel content. People seem to be really interested in more Yubel content, which is fantastic. I love that. That's going to be one of my main things now, because, I love her so much. Oh my gosh, look at her. Perfection. Wouldn't change a thing. Actually, I would. I am really hoping that the new pack, Phantom Nightmare, I am really, really hoping that it comes with the OG anime artwork. If you don't know what that looks like, let's see, Yubel anime card. Actually, I have it in my custom cards. I made it myself so I can use it for fun. My custom cards. Yubel. Loading. There we go. Boom. That is what I want. Maybe even cleaner. That, with, you know how it has the white on it? The anime artwork doesn't have white, she's just skin. And I just think it looks so much better than the black and white. I don't know, something about the black and white just doesn't look as good as it could. And this is how it was in the anime. And it is gorgeous. It is so beautiful. I love it so much. The colors just work so much better, and I love it. I love it to death. I absolutely love it. So I'm really hoping that we get some of that in the, obviously they're going to have Yubel, right? They're going to have Yubel and Phantom Nightmare, otherwise that would be ridiculous. It's subtle, but it fits more. It really does, yeah. This just doesn't fit as well, and it wasn't like that ever in the anime. Not even in the 4Kids version, they just covered up her chest, which I wouldn't mind that either. You know, that's fine. I think she looks great like that. But yeah, it is subtle, but this just looks so much better. And I don't know, I love it so much. I really love it. Mwah, it's beautiful. I love it a lot. But yeah, I'm really hoping that they bring this artwork out in Phantom Nightmare. I think it's gonna happen. I'm praying that it happens. I'm also calling Super Fusion God. I don't know if they're gonna do it. I think it's coming at least. Like, they've given her Super Fusion support with Mature Chronicle, and obviously Eternal Watcher is ridiculous. But, like, come on, Super Fusion Gods, surely, I am so hoping that comes out. They're at least thinking about it. We know they're at least thinking about it. Yubel support with Super Fusion support, like, come on, they're thinking about it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We can pray. We can pray. We can pray for all of it. Mwah. Let's hope. Let's hope. Yubel artwork, Super Fusion God. Like, we don't need it. We've got this. It's ridiculous enough, but that would just be really cool. And they're bringing out colorless as well, so, you know, it could happen. But, oh, it's good. I love it. I love it. Everything about it. It's so much fun. It's so good. I just can't wait to play with it. We're going to do a lot more videos on Yubel. You know, lore, looking into the card artwork as well, because there's a lot to go with here, you know, a lot to look at, and it's just really cool stuff with the new Yubel cards. So there's a lot to look at with this, and of course more decks just combining her with all sorts of other things, you know, just looking into all this other stuff. And, you know, maybe even if you're interested, you can look at my old, my custom cards of Yubel, which are really cool. I have a lot of, like, Yubel Banish combinations, because I love the Banish deck as well. If you don't know, it's my deck, always has been. But everyone on the stream, thank you so very much for watching today. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, comment, not comment, join the chat, I don't know, like, subscribe, I don't know what to say, how do you end a stream, I don't know, but thank you all so very much for watching. Check out my merch if you have the time / money, it would be very much appreciated. I promise you, it's all high quality stuff. Like, I'm really impressed with it, to be honest. Like, I'm just really happy with that. And Yubel merch is coming soon, will be announced on the community posts, of course, and the Discord server. So yeah, check those out. Thank you very much for watching and joining the stream. I appreciate it very much. Mwah! Love you all. More streams in the future. Oh yes, my next stream, I am planning to do a stream in just a few days for my birthday. Birthday stream. Woo! Let's go! Woohoo! That'll be Friday, New Zealand time, so that's August 31st. Will be for most of you August 31st, like American time, August 31st. Not sure. Probably around the same time that this stream started. I will put some sort of announcement at some point, hopefully, maybe, plan to. But yeah, birthday stream coming up this week. If you're interested, do let me know. That'd be fun. I think we'll probably just, like, play Danganronpa. I kind of want to do that. Just, you know, go through that. That would be a lot of fun. I've been wanting to play it, stream it. That would be really great. So I think we'll do that, but we'll see. Let me know if you want me to do something else. What sort of things we could do for a birthday stream. But thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name has, of course, been Senkara, as always. Much appreciated, Nazion, for coming into the stream and staying the whole time and just keeping the chat really, really active. That is great. That's that's beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Short stream, I know, but thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name has been Senkara, and until next time, see ya.